Resident Evil 2.
Welcome back to Claire Redfield's Long Night.
Yep.
The dark night of the soul. Except,
In the last part, really not
You heard him.
much of note happened. Like, there was physical progress, but there sure as fuck wasn't any story progress.
Some guy got his
Killed some
stomach and
dogs.
throat ripped out.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what
Real.
happens in games like
It
this.
happened in Lambo last part, or at least she found somebody who did.
Yep.
Yeah, she said, "Hope this isn't Chris's blood."
hope this is not Chris's blood.
To be fair, that is a
Real.
totally valid thought for her to be having.
Yeah, because that's her. That's her brother.
That's your
No, it's not,
brother,
'cause she already
yeah.
read his diary, and she knows where he is. He's in Europe. He's not here.
All right.
Yeah,
there.
no, but
knows
she's
that.
like, "Hope this isn't Chris's blood." That's what she says. That's what she thought to herself. Just now, 100% real. I'm actually Claire Redfield. I can tell you her thoughts because they're my thoughts.
Yeah.
Ask me what I'm thinking right now.
Mr. Chris Redfield.
I'll tell you what she's thinking right now.
currently
Ow,
located
this
in
hurts.
Europe.
I need herb. I need green herb.
Give me herb.
what I was
give me
thinking, too.
herb. Give me herb.
Yeah,
give me
you give me
you.
herb. Give me herb. Give you me give you herb. Give me herb. You give me you. Me eat herb. Me. Dude, look at that fucking painting. Well, not anymore. Bye. Thank you,
Hi.
camera chase.
You had your chance.
There's one thing about this game that's funky, Comic Con. And that would be that, right, you know, so obviously in Japan, you know, it's called Biohazard, right? And then here in the
Yep.
States, you know, it's called Resident Evil, right?
Except for number 7.
Except for 7, yeah,
It's
yeah,
called
that's
both in every region.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, because it's what is it in the States? It's
It's Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
and then in Japan it's Biohazard Resident Evil.
Yeah, Biohazard 7 Resident Evil, which honestly, that's like a very good subtitle for that game because like
Yeah, the Baker family.
because
those-
it's
those
about residents who are evil.
Yeah, that is an
They
evil
finally took
residency
it back
as
to
well.
its roots in a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's and that like the residents themselves are evil, but also the residency itself is evil too.
It's also
It's
just
crazy.
unambiguously the scariest game in the series.
Yeah, Jack Baker's like walks through wall. Hey, what's up?
That's why they put so much focus on the VR like as like part of the game's advertising.
Yeah. Because it's like, ooh, want to be jump scared in real life? Ooh.
Yep. But I don't have PSVR, and I probably never will.
Better PSVR
Who
than
would?
PISS being a PISSER. Oh,
Well,
thank you,
I don't-
Kisser. I love Eminence in Shadow. I love spaghetti and meatballs. I love Shaquille O'Neal.
okay,
I love
what are you doing?
you.
What do you mean?
Were you just saying things?
I am because I think, and I think therefore I am. You know?
Gabe's one of those. Gabe's brain has a function where it's like, you know how you have the auto predict on your phone when you're typing things, and then you can just keep pressing the first thing that it auto predicts and it
Brain is
creates for your
autofilling the
sentence.
sentence.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember Gabe told me once that like the way his brain works is it's basically the Star Wars opening text, but like in like 400 times speed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
and
remember
each
that
of each of the lines is a separate like thought and idea, and I just reach in and I grab one, and then whatever I grab, like
That's
I have to commit to
awesome.
and say, yeah.
It's the
Like
exact
that's great
opposite
and
of
all,
how
but
my
like
brain
also
works.
terrible when I to make a good first impression with people sometimes, because yeah, I don't know. One day I,
Carrie,
I
how would
don't
you
know.
describe your brain working?
Wait, I want to hear Gabe's story.
Oh, sorry.
oh, I was like trying to like make a little more than just like cordiality and small talk with one of my coworkers. And so like I tried to find a common topic, and I was like, we were in the break room, and I was like on Twitter or something. He was on TikTok, and he was listening to something, and like played a TikTok song or something that I'd heard before, and I was like, I heard that in a really weird commercial once, and he's like, oh, the one where like the blah blah blah, because it was like on a YouTube commercial, and I was like, yeah, that one. And he's like, yeah, that one's pretty weird, and I was like, yeah. Imagine if like commercials were like in real life though. And he's like, what? And I'm like, well, like, yes, I know they're filmed in real life, but imagine like the weird like moss monsters you see in like Zyrtec commercials was real. He's like, that'd be pretty weird. And I was like, yeah. And then the conversation just kind of ended on a flat note.
Oh, well, you clearly didn't have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, and then he quit like 2
Anyway,
months later, so who cares?
I guess it didn't even matter what impression you made.
Bodied.
Anyway,
Body.
so Carrie, like you said that your brain works the opposite way. How would you describe the way your brain works?
Well, I'm trying to remember because I have a feeling that when Gabe brought this up initially, that I made a comparison to my brain, but I don't remember what I said. And that probably describes how my brain works.
I do remember one discussion where you said that your brain's like a big warehouse where like almost everything's in the hard to reach spots.
That's a really great way to think about it. Or it's like it runs on vibes and it's like a nebula of vibes, and then I somehow have to crystallize that into tangible things that I can communicate to other people, but it's really hard because vibes aren't naturally in communicable fashion.
That's a description.
Yeah, I just run on pure
Stupid fucking
vibes, dude.
dog, I'm fucking balling.
Yeah, you are.
Stupid dog!
What?
I actually did play pickup basketball a couple days ago with some friends.
You picked up the
fun.
basketball? Good for you. That's the
Thank
first
you.
step.
Yeah, great. Okay.
It's the first step.
It is. But it was
First step to learning how
fun
to play
because
basketball.
I pretty much did what I told my friends that I do on the court. I was like, all right, fellas, look, I can't shoot from 3. I can't shoot from 2. I can shoot at the free throw line. I can't play defense, but I can set screens well. That's all you're gonna run through me. We're gonna run only screens, and we did run a lot of screens, and it was fun.
I think I told you how when I was in 3rd grade I played basketball, but I was short and could never make a basket, so my coach played me as little as possible.
I think I remember you saying that.
I think that was before the whole small ball revolution in 2000.
Oh, for kids?
With James Harden. No, a small ball is a type of basketball play. Or it's a composition and floor spread.
Oh,
So it
so
relies on a lot of smaller players utilizing ball movement to get open looks instead of like, having a traditional setup of like, smaller guards, slightly taller forwards, and a big center.
yeah,
A lot of the players are kind of on the smaller end just because they can be quicker.
yeah. To be fair, we were
a
3rd
bunch of
grade, so
old
we were all
basketball.
small, but I was extra small.
Yeah. 5'5", not even 5'2", not even 4'1", not
I
even
don't
3
know
feet.
how tall I would have been in 3rd grade.
3 feet.
But
Yeah.
less than 5'2". Definitely less than 5'2". That would
Okay, so
be
like-
pretty tall for a 3rd grader if I was 5'2" in the
Okay, so
in
like
3rd grade.
Yeah.
four.
I don't know. I couldn't
four-
tell you
like
how tall I
four,
was.
Just 4.
Just
four-
shorter than most of the people there.
4 inches tall.
It's okay, Carrie. I know
3
what
apples
that's like.
tall.
Yeah. But then I
Evan
grew.
twos.
I grew between 5th grade and 6th grade quite a bit, and I was one of the tallest of the girls. And then I just stopped growing, and then most people passed me. And then
That
now
was
I'm shorter than average.
that was me in middle school, where right around 6th grade, I really hit a growth spurt. Was about average height. Was the exact same height as Fabian in 8th grade. And then once 8th grade finished, I just stopped growing.
See, that's
Probably
interesting
'cause
because
you've been
men
drinking all that
usually
fast
stop
food.
growing a lot later than women. So that's interesting that you stopped growing in 8th grade.
Yeah, I was only 14.
Because normally,
Sorry,
Holy shit,
mid
there
to
he
late
is.
teenage years is when I feel like men would, or boys, I guess in this case, would get their growth spurts.
Not
He
me.
absolutely racked the fuck out of that brick wall. He said nothing.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
said,
Said nothing.
I need to just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he
Evan's
said,
growth
you know
plates
what?
were like, nope, I'm done.
He said, you know what? Nope, it's not happening. He said,
Yeah.
because she's a brick. Na 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 na. Ouch. Na, na, na. Just breaks through the wall. Yo, she'll break the walls down. Oh my god, it's Chris Jericho.
Oh my god, did you see the slam he was going in for?
Yeah, I did. It's the double axe handle.
That's the trick. You let him hit you with the small punch, and then when he gears up for the big one, you just gotta go around him.
Yeah.
Because
You got a tank to evade.
he will like womp your shit.
I almost just pulled my fucking entire mic down by stretching.
You silly Willy. You foolish Billy.
Holy shit!
He's
I have
still,
to rank to play after this.
he's still got nothing on Nemesis in the next game.
True Nemesis sister.
Nemesis sister.
Yeah, the Nemesis sister.
Does the Nemesis
She's got
sister
a
have
big.
a brother?
She's got a Nemazuka
Nemazuka?
that fires Nema rockets.
Nema rockets?
Stupid dog. I'm fucking
Don't
bald.
make me look bad.
You made me look bad. Holy shit. What to do?
So, what are we doing right now in the game? I've been paying more attention to our conversations, so I've missed a little bit of what was going on.
So I'm going to put
First,
this
Mr.
ruby in
X.
the statue's chest to get a friggin' something or other out of the other statue's chest.
All right.
It's all for the sake
Yeah,
of
man.
progression to eventually get out of the city.
Yeah, the
Better
police station is
progress
full of,
or
like
progress?
all these like interlocking puzzles, and there's a lot of like backtracking.
Because in addition to
Half
just
of a
like
stone.
just
It's not even the whole thing.
in addition to just being like an absolute fucking psychopath, he's also like some kind of art nut for the police chief's some kind of art nut for some reason,
Yeah,
which is why the whole
Better
place
be an
looks like a
art nut
museum.
than these nuts.
And he talks like King K. Rool from the Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
Oh, bye.
God. I remember, so this one time, so I
That
have
our
not,
love is stronger than a golden banana.
I need to specify, okay, so I have never been able to get through an entire episode of the Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
Oh, it's a cartoon.
Well, there was a cartoon adaptation in the late 90s, but, it was an
isn't it like French or something, like French Canadian or?
Yeah, it was made in France, actually. It was made in France.
Oh, dude, chocolate blue.
The animation quality is horrible,
Sucker
and
blue.
For some reason, every episode has not one but two musical numbers.
Oh. Oh man, at the second one I just have to turn it off.
Yeah. A particular note though, the one time I really tried to get through it was I was watching it with Fabian, and then like the whole episode's theme was about pulling pranks on each other, and every time Donkey Kong got pranked, like every time he said, "Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle."
Ugh.
Oh my god.
And like at first, like we
Dude,
were like pointing
guys,
at
you
it
get
and
it?
like cheering jokingly, but then when he said it the fourth time, we were just like, Jesus Christ.
Well, dude, well, he'll be a monkey's uncle.
Don't you get it? That's
Make sure you-
humor.
Guys, because like
Diddy Kong is his nephew.
he's his nephew.
That's one of those
And
things
so
where
therefore that makes him Diddy Kong's uncle.
Yeah.
So when he says I'll be a monk when he says I'll be an unkey's munkle, he's serious.
Notable in the sense that Donkey Kong is an ape while Diddy Kong's a monkey also.
Yeah, and he's an unkey's munkle. Yeah.
oh my gosh. I feel like that's one of those things that was maybe funny the first time, maybe the second time, but after then could have been switched out for something else
Yeah.
to continue being funny. Oh, my peace lily has little leaves sprouting. That's so nice. I need to repot it.
Don't
Give it
crush
some new
it, Carrie.
soil. No,
Peace
I
lily.
won't.
That's like what people say when they say piss lily, but like they have an accent.
I've never
fucking
heard
shit.
that
Did
phrase.
you just see what he just did?
He looks like a wizard. He's wearing a robe.
He did not look like a wizard. Wizards cannot fucking pull themselves up when they weigh 1 million tons on a wooden rail and have the wooden rail not break.
Alright,
Maybe they
alright.
can use magic to make that happen.
So the
Oh,
moment
jab?
the moment that Mr. X appeared, I was trying to play like X Gonna Give It to You in my head, but instead it started playing Back to the Lab Again from Dexter's Laboratory.
What? Yo, dude, he's so raw when he walks like that.
I love that walking animation.
Dude, he's walking. He's really out here. He's walking for real, for real.
Yeah.
Dead ass, on God, for real, homie. Real ass shit, bro. Know what I mean?
Chirp,
I
chirp,
say-
chirp, because I heard
I
birds.
say-
No, I
Ooh,
don't know
dude,
what you
real?
mean.
Oh, sorry, man.
So I was doing some laundry today, and you guys, maybe Zach doesn't know this, but the rest of you probably know that I don't have a washing machine because I
Yeah.
live at a church that doesn't have a washing machine, and I will not go to the laundromat for some reason. So I was doing laundry in my bathtub, and I have this really cool contraption that spins my laundry after I wash it to get a lot of the excess
Is it
water
your
out.
giant salad spinner?
No, actually, it's a different contraption, but it's a
The contraption, the gizmo,
Yeah.
the thingamabob.
it's a really cool contraption that spins my laundry and gets the excess water out of it so it'll dry more quickly. But I was just thinking how one of the most satisfying things is spinning it and then watching all the water come out of my laundry and then dumping it down the sink. And it's like, man, that stuff's not going into the air and making it take like 2 days for my things to dry. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, I just remember when you use the giant salad spinner, just because that's just such a novel idea.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was one for like a restaurant, but I found that it didn't generate enough centrifugal force to really get a lot of water out of my clothes, so it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. So now now you can use that
You're
contraption,
okay.
and every time you use it, you can say it's time to get spinny.
I haven't said that yet, but I might just do that in the future.
You've activated my contrap card, Shun.
Oh yeah, no, it's like those are the tablets for the god cards right there. They're even the right colors.
Yeah, exactly.
The God cards? What's
Yeah.
that?
The Egyptian god cards. The
Let's see. Winged Dragon of Ra, Obelisk the
Slife of the Sky
Tormentor, and
Dragon,
Slife of the Sky Dragon.
What's that from?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, no wonder I don't know it.
Alright, Evan and I just said 4 words completely.
I think
Hit you
you
with the
guys.
God card order.
That was the exact same
Yeah.
voice clip as the last time she called Claire's name. Yeah, the 3 Egyptian god cards: Obelisk the Tormentor, the Winged Dragon of Ra, and Slifer the executive producer.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Everyone's gonna die!
Yeah, I mean, if you're freaking out like that with that gun pointed at people, sure, people are gonna die.
Those monsters from Umbrella.
No, he wants to kill everyone.
Town.
Everyone's gonna die, and it's gonna be my fault.
They do that to me after everything I've done for them.
Literally.
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know
Ooh.
about the G virus.
And you must know about the gonorrhea.
It's an STI.
Oh my gosh.
Superior to the T virus in every way.
Every way. Yeah, that's kind of true.
Genius behind the project.
William Birkin.
William Birkin?
I'm sure you've already
Don't worry, he held you at gunpoint, but now he put his gun down.
Oh, right, this is important information here.
Yeah.
In case you haven't already figured it out, the monster that's been tearing my priest apart
Is yet another product of the gonorrhea.
ultimate bio
Damn.
Yeah, that's...
Is that what happens if it goes untreated? You just turn into Mr. X?
Yeah? That's not what
Fuck.
he's not talking about, Mr. X.
Oh, I know.
Oh, he is trying to. Oh, here he comes. It's the tank.
Oh yeah, get ready.
Oh, he got stuck right in.
Yep, there he
It
goes.
looks
just-
like
You know the
that
worst
just
part
middle
about what
just went
happened
right
to him
through
isn't
him.
Oh,
But it
he
was-
had a
worst
little
part
more
about
in
what's
him.
happening to him isn't
Ooh.
even the fact that he died. It's that he hit his chin really hard on the concrete on the way down.
You know,
Ouch.
so
Ugh.
so what's so funny about this scene to me is like, he has that like scream that's like with the genuine terror, like it's clear he's dying, and then there's just silence. Claire steps forward once, and then he just has a little more in him.
Yeah.
he's like, oh.
Wow, she's not even phased at this point.
Nope. That corpse got fucking rocketed up through the bottom of however low that thing is.
Not even a full corpse,
Someone
too, like a
perform.
torso
Dude, those
and
chemicals
above.
are for taxidermy.
You'll make
Especially
better.
for-
Chemicals are for
He
taxes.
taxidermies people.
He'll make
Dude,
better
yeah, like that
mulch
one
than he
girl.
did a man. I may be bifurcated, but I still have feelings.
Bifurcated, I
Real.
like that word. It's a nice word.
That means cut in half.
Yeah.
Brands
Not
versus
to be
planes.
confused with being bisected, though, which is also being cut in half, but from the top
Are
down.
they? Okay,
Thank
so
you for
that would be
investigating.
what do you call that? A sagittal plane?
A what?
There's names for the different planes, like cut across one way versus another way. A sagittal plane is up and down. I think transverse
Let's see,
is.
there's
Well, I mean,
propeller
transverse is
planes,
left.
jet planes.
I'm trying to describe this in a way that makes sense, but I'm picturing it in my head. It's another one of those vibe things.
Oh,
you know?
hey! It's Birkin!
Hey, man.
There's the
What's up, man?
transverse, frontal, and sagittal planes.
Dude, Sagittarius planes?
Sagittal plane is like the cut goes from top to bottom, so it separates left to right.
Oh, it's Nightmare from Soul Calibur.
Hmm.
He's got an eye in his arm.
Oh, he looks worse, unless maybe I'm just noticing him in more detail.
So, okay, first off, that is like the first real shot that you see of him up close.
Yeah.
But also, this is not Mr. X who we were seeing earlier. This is the guy who we saw multiple times in Leon's scenario.
Yeah, with the eye on his shoulder.
Yeah,
That's the most distinct part
But
to me.
no, what we actually saw was that's like the earliest like form that he's seen in. I mean, aside from his base human form, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he continually mutates throughout the game.
Mm-hmm. He's
But that's the earliest you see him, other than the cutscene.
yeah, he's on
Mhm.
4 legs by the end of the game too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be kind of a fun change every time we see him. Oh, spot what's new, spot the
Well, yeah,
difference.
that's what was
We've already
happening.
seen him like multiple times.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know,
was
but-
happening in
but
the Leon run.
But to continue doing that, because I hadn't noticed that he changed each time, so that could be a fun
Right.
little I'll spot the difference sort of game.
Does Claire encounter him as much as Leon does?
No. I think she encounters him like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
including another fight at the very end.
Well, okay. I mean, I noticed that he changed in the Leon round, but I guess I was thinking maybe it goes even beyond that in this one, but it doesn't sound like it.
Well, the thing is, Claire's scenario takes place at the exact same time as Leon, so
Oh, yeah. So there's, that makes sense.
Stupid dog.
But I don't know, who knows? Maybe she encounters him at different moments of his
Yeah.
transformation.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. There's the A and the B scenarios, so they
Hmm.
each have different things going on.
Yeah.
yeah. I
A
mean,
and B's
after all,
nuts.
his strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, so I'm real going to say a carrot.
Imagine that.
Dude, that's me when I'm a literal ancient water
Oh wait,
monster.
yeah, we
When I'm a
haven't done the
carrot.
Sonic Adventure commentary yet.
Yeah.
I love how
I
she's
mean,
saying this out
what's
loud
that?
while
Are
the
you
little
talking about
girl is
Shadow?
right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe she was thinking.
Don't worry, she's deaf.
Oh,
It's nothing.
she reads lips. Wait, but if she's thinking out loud, that would
We should be able
she'd
to
still hear it, or
if we can just
read her
get
lips.
out of
reading lips is not possible in this game. The graphics aren't good enough for that.
Real.
They don't even move
But
their
they
heads
put
like
the text down there so
NPS1.
she can read it down there instead.
So are these characters seeing each other in the same resolution that we're seeing them?
No, they're
That'd be
seeing each other in
horrifying.
the cutscene resolution.
Oh, you know, as a matter of fact, Harry, it'd only be horrifying to us. That's normal for them.
Yeah, this is true.
God, no. So
This is true and what?
Now-
True and real.
it is
Unreal.
worth noting that
Thank you.
Resident Evil is like Resident Evil needs to have like the art style it has for the sake of the vibe it's trying to set. But one of my favorite like examples of taking like advantage of the PS1's limitations to make something truly great in its cutscenes is the Mega Man Legends series.
Ruin really
I
great.
hate Terry.
Where
Yeah.
the Legend series, you like the characters are like all of their facial expressions are textures, are like different textures. So they're able to like emote really well because of that. But the art style is also very anime, so it's easier to do that as well.
Yeah.
But it results in a game that still looks good graphically today, so...
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Mega Man, Gabe, I played Battle Network 1 all the way through.
And?
Yeesh.
Yeah?
So, okay. For all intents and purposes, I hear that the later games are all better, except for 4. Because I hear 4
So
is
you
just...
played it on the Game Boy, huh?
Yeah, I hear 4 is just dog shit, but...
Well, I wouldn't know, because as I mentioned before, not a Battle Network guy.
Yeah,
I don't have a brain, that's what I
but the
said.
thing is, okay, regular battles are too slow for the
Oh.
encounter rate to be that high.
Uh-oh.
Don't
That's
worry,
bad
he can't
music.
hear.
Tell you.
I'm gonna scream, run, so that he can
Don't
hear
worry,
us.
he can't hear.
Can
he
you really
didn't-
not, or
he
are you
didn't
just
hear.
trolling me?
Can't hear. You can't
I'm
walk.
just joshing.
He's just kind
You're
of a
just
fucking
joshing.
idiot, that's all.
You're just Joshuaing.
Oh, Sherry's standing right under the sewer water.
I was gonna say, from the perspective, it makes it look like she's standing right under there. Oh,
Where are you?
Gone.
She got sucked up in a
bugs.
Scooby-Doo trap.
See the bugs
did.
flying around up by the
That
light?
was a Scooby-Doo moment, wasn't it?
I do see the bugs around the lights.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
that's me when I'm an insect and I see
Yeah,
a
those
light.
too. Yeah. That's why Gabe
so me.
comes to my place, because it's completely dark.
It's,
and
yeah, it's
no
bright.
light.
It's dark as fuck around the dense thicket. And then I see light and I say, light. These warmth. And then I sneak in through the walls and I'm in the closet. I'm like, warmth.
I do use
This
incandescent
warms
bulbs.
my exoskeleton.
What kind of bug are you, Gabe?
A bug. I don't know, probably a large beetle or something. My like spirit bug makes me feel like I'm like a giant like fucking beetle.
Spirit bug. Oh
Like-
my gosh.
And whenever people are like stag, Hercules, I'm like, I just big beetle, big
At least
bug.
you're not a silverfish.
Yeah. I'd rather fish silver than silver fish.
Next time on Smash Team Games, we find out who the monster really is.
Oh, I think it was Gabe.
It is it's me as a fish.
It's just you, but as a fish?
Yeah.
A
Probably a
silverfish
fish.
type of bug.
What
Mish.
kind of fish, though?
It's a type of bug.
We find out next time on Smash Team Games.